Hi, I'm Caitlin, an Oxford MBA graduate, admissions consultant, and former recruiter. And one of the most common questions I get is, was the Oxford MBA really worth it? Let's break it down. The cost, the financial return, and the unexpected value that came years after graduation. If you're weighing whether to apply or whether to actually attend, this is for you. Here's the honest truth. If you're going into a one-year MBA like Oxford, expecting a guaranteed job immediately after you graduate, you might be disappointed. The ROI comes with time and in many forms. Let's talk numbers. The Oxford MBA tuition when I attended was around £45,790. Then you add another £11,000 to £16,000 for living expenses, just depending on your lifestyle. The overall total investment was around £56,000 to £61,790. And then with an exchange rate of 1.75 at the time, it would end up being around $99,000 to $108,000 US dollars. But there are also hidden costs. Visa fees, flights, formal attire for Oxford events, because yes, subfuss is real, and the opportunity cost of not earning for an entire year. In my case, I did receive a Merton College grant, which definitely helped, but even with that, this was no small investment. It was a serious commitment, financially, emotionally, and professionally. So, what happened after? Within a few months of graduating, I began seeing the Oxford brand make a real difference. It helped open doors because it signaled something. That I had made it through a rigorous academic environment, that I was globally minded, that I could hold my own. That I sought out unfamiliar experiences since I was an international student when I was at Oxford. That I appreciated what those who came before us built and was driven to connect business with culture and the arts. In terms of income, my first year post-MBA was a building year. I didn't double my salary overnight. That happened a little bit later. The MBA gave me the skills, confidence, and credibility to build something long-term. This is where things get interesting. I've been out of the MBA for more than 10 years now, and I can tell you that the greatest ROI was the brand, the network, and the strategic clarity the program gave me. The Oxford name was this stamp of credibility that would never go away, regardless of what I was trying that year and whether it failed or it succeeded. The brand is key in the ROI. For example, when I have a client reach out to me through YouTube or book a call on my website, they'll say things like, "Oh, I noticed that you went to Oxford. That really stood out." That one line in my bio makes people stop and listen. And that translates into connections, partnerships, opportunities, and significant financial returns. It also gave me global friendships, mentors, and collaborators. I am still in frequent contact with one of the professors that taught at the Saïd Business School while I was there. I also met people from over 60 countries, and on a daily basis now, I interact with people from across 6 continents. And the mindset shift. From working hard to working smart, from thinking locally to acting globally, especially for an American. That is very hard to put a dollar value on, but it changes everything. In terms of strategic clarity, before Oxford, I had started multiple businesses, written a young adult novel, and worked for education, engineering, and staffing startups and a Fortune 500 company. So because I had such varied experience, I couldn't see how all the pieces, my skills, my natural strengths, and my personality would come together to create the right kind of career for me in terms of fulfillment of my personal and professional goals. But after Oxford, I had the confidence in my ability to handle complexity within myself and the world around me. And that gave me the space to explore different pathways until I found the one that was perfect for me, which is the one I have now, admissions consulting. In my current profession, I get to combine the natural strengths I have, which are strategy, organization, and writing, with my love of stories, aesthetics, business, and personal and professional development. So, was it worth it? For me, yes, but not for the reasons that I thought going in. It wasn't just about salary or a fancy job title. It was about becoming more strategic, more confident, more connected in every sense of that word. And that is what has truly enriched my life. If you're deciding whether to invest in the Oxford MBA or any MBA, then drop your questions in the comments. I'd be happy to weigh in. And if you're applying this year and you want help navigating essays, interviews, and strategy, then you'll find links below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, then consider subscribing if you would like more honest, experience-based content on graduate school admissions. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.